Malfunction. Need input.
Hey you guys, what is up? It is your boy Blaze here, coming at you once again from Need Input. So check it out everybody, I have a big Mandela effect I'm bringing to you today. And this is a 100% for sure Mandela effect for me because it has to deal with something that was very popular here in Japan in the late 70s, early 80s, and then moved over to the States and became very popular there. And that is Monchichi. Do you guys remember these ugly looking monkey things? They were very popular a long time ago. My sister used to have one and play with it all the time. Now let me ask you guys a question. How do you spell Monchichi? I bet you can't spell it correctly, but go ahead, take your time and think about it. Alright, did you spell it M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I? Well, if you did, guess what? You'd be 100% wrong because that is not how you spell Monchichi anymore. So without further ado, you guys, let's jump into it.
Monchichi, girl doll, boy doll. School time and football fan outfits are each sold separately.
Monchichi, Monchichi, oh so soft and cuddly. With the thumb in her mouth, she's really neat. Fun to wiggle his little feet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Happy, happy Monchichi. I love you, Monchichi.
Monchichi girl doll and boy doll are each sold separately. From
M-O-N-C-H-H-I-C-H-I, which doesn't make any sense. If you look at it now, you would think it would be pronounced Monchichi, but no, the H is supposed to be silent, so it's still pronounced Monchichi. How stupid is that? Chi should be spelled C-H-I. Chi-chi is the closest sound in Japanese that a baby sucking on a pacifier makes. Chi-chi, chi-chi. Having an extra H makes no freaking sense. But they all have changed. It's now M-O-N-C-H-H-I-C-H-I. So, Yoshiharu Washino, you may have wanted your creation to mean something. Mon, the French word for mine, and Chi-chi, the sound of a baby's pacifier. But with the extra H in Monchichi now, your creation means diddly squat. Now, I went to YouTube and typed in Monchichi, M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I, and it seems 95% of the people that are posting videos remember it the way I do, the original way it used to be. Now these people own the toys, they have the boxes and can see them, and it's clearly spelled M-O-N-C-H-H-I-C-H-I, but they're spelling it still incorrectly. Now over at Facebook, there is a lot of residue. But first, I just type in Monchichi and look at all the suggestions that pop up. Monchichi Children's Boutique, Monchichi Bag Charm, Monchichi for sale, Monchichi Monchichi, and Monchichi Cartoon. Look at all the things that pop up. Here's one here, Monchichi Chichi, Monchichi Monchichi, 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 Monchi Monchi, Monchichi, Monchichi. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Here we go. Monchichi, Chichi, Monchichi. A little bit more down. I bet we'll find another one. Bingo, Monchichi Claudia. Now this person is a Monchichi collector, and as you can see, they spell it C-H-I-C-H-I, and on every post, it is spelled M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. CHI. Even though they have all the toys, they have all the boxes, they can clearly see it's not spelled that way, but every single post is spelled the way it used to be. Now this person is also a Monchichi collector and swaps and sells them, and every single post is spelled M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I, even though there's a picture and pictures here that spell it with 2 H's. This person still spells it M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I on every single post. You would think that these people would be spelling it correctly, but no, they don't. They spell it the old way, because that's the way it used to be. And here's yet another one, Monchichi World. This girl collects Monchichi and takes photos of them with different backgrounds. This person is Japanese. You would think that she knows how to spell Monchichi, but she spells it M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. Why? Because that is the correct way, the way that makes sense. And another one, this lady is German and makes Monchichi jewelry. She spells it M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I on every one of her posts she's made. And there are tons and tons more. I just don't want to bore you poor guys with Facebook residue. But this one I found rather funny. This person's Facebook ID is Monchichi, and they got like a little logo next to their ID. When you click on the logo though, look how it's spelled. Oops! And here we have another Japanese person making a post, spelling it M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. Now over at eBay, there must be tons of stupid people selling Monchichi dolls because they all spell it M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. You'd think that these people selling these products could spell the name correctly, but nope. I even found Japanese people on Yahoo Japan auctions spelling it the way I remember, even though this person is trying to sell a t-shirt that clearly spells it the new way. I even found a bunch of residue in old newspaper articles. Toys, toys, toys. Monchichi dolls, Monchichi dolls, Monchichi dolls. And here's another newspaper ad. Capital Warehouse, toys below cost up to 65% off. Mattel, Monchichi, M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. And these are newspaper articles with children's letters to Santa Claus in them. All these children are asking for Monchichi, spelled M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. And check out Google Trends. The blue represents Monchichi, spelled M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. And the red is the new way. Way more people are searching for it spelled M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I than the new way. By the way, not only is it spelled wrong, the C and the H's are connected together now.
So there you have it, you guys. Monchichi. Is this a Mandela effect for you? If so, let me know in the comments down below. Now you guys, this one personally bothers me because I remember it always being Monchichi, M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. And it bothers me so much because I teach at these schools and little kids play with these things and I see them often and I pick them up and I look at them and I know damn for sure that it was spelled M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. Now, this morning I asked my wife about this and I was like, baby, do you remember Monchichi? And she's like, oh yeah, Monchichi, Monchichi. And she started singing in the Japanese theme song for the cartoon.
And I was like, all right, how do you spell Monchichi? And she's like, oh, M-O-N-C-H-I. And then she stopped, and I was like, yeah, C-H-I. And she's like, wait, I think there's an extra letter in there. And I was like, what extra letter? What do you mean? And she's like, well, if you want to pronounce it in English, you have to add an extra letter in there or they can't pronounce it right. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, you have to add an extra letter. I'm like, okay, what extra letter are you talking about? And she's like, I think it's M-O-N-C-H-H-I-C-H-I. And I'm like, oh, crap. And I was like, no, baby, isn't it M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I? And she's like, no, you have to add the extra H in there. And I'm like, why do you add an extra H in there? That makes no sense whatsoever. And she's like, if you translate it from Japanese to English, you add the extra H so people can pronounce it properly. I'm like, it's not difficult to pronounce. M-O-N-C-H-I-C-H-I. Monchichi. Simple as that. She's like, no, you have to have the extra H. And I kept asking her, why? What's the purpose of that? And she's like, in Japanese, they do that. And I'm like, no, they don't. And she's like, I'm Japanese, I would know. And I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on? It was frustrating me so bad because Japanese don't do that. They don't add an extra H to C-H-I. It makes no sense whatsoever. And for American people, British people, or English-speaking people, to add an extra H for us to be able to pronounce it correctly is just stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever. Chi-chi is not hard to pronounce at all. So this one really bothers me, you guys. It's like they're not only changing the spelling of the word, they're actually changing the way Japanese pronounce things or add letters to words. And it's just really annoying. This is the second time something like this has happened, so it really bothers me. And I know damn for sure that it wasn't this way before. So there you have it, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. Shit just keeps changing, you know. So until next time, this is Blaze from Need Input saying, remember, be kind, rewind your mind. Peace out, everybody.